Hi everyone, welcome to The Crack Cook. If you're wondering where Becca's gone, I am here. I just thought that I would dress up and put some makeup on because I miss going out and going out for dinner and doing this and even dancing. So I thought, I don't really want to wear this to the shops. Who could I wear it for? And I thought I would wear it for you. So how are you? I hope that you're staying home and you're staying safe and well. And I'm really excited to bring this show to you today because it's a little bit different. I thought that with all my other shows and how bad I was, I really needed some lessons. And I thought, who could give me lessons? And it was interesting because you know how your electronics listen to you? Well, I was talking about Jamie Oliver in the last show, and lo and behold, I'm on Facebook and this ad pops up with Jamie Oliver cooking a dish. And I thought, well, there you go. There is my answer. And that is the law of attraction at play. And I will actually talk about the law of attraction later today. But I am going to basically put Jamie Oliver on the laptop because I can't get him here in person. Obviously, he would if he could, right? But I'm going to put him on. I'm going to follow his instructions and I'm going to see if I can make something that is worthy of eating and tastes delicious. So I'm going to get on with it. This is something new. I'm hoping it works. If it doesn't, I won't do it on the next show. But yeah, let's give it a go. Here he is, and I'm going to press play now.
Quite nice with food to go back to old friends. And this old friend, well, he's a little bit of a dirty old friend, but I love him. We're going to make homemade pizza, and I'm going to make it from just store-cupboard ingredients. It's an easy recipe, and you can knock it out in about 15 minutes, so it's super quick. So
I just wanted to say, easy recipe. All right, Jamie, fingers crossed here that it is easy and that I produce something worthwhile eating.
Make a beautiful deep pan pizza from scratch that is so simple and so delicious you can have a go at home, I can promise you. So, pan on, medium high heat. First of all, we're going to start with sausage. You've got two lovely Cumberland sausages. Use whatever sausages you've got. Of course, the better the quality, the better the...
Okay, now obviously he's got a camera there, I don't, so I'm just going to bring my pan here, and he's asked me to get two sausages. So apparently the Cleavers range is really good for your family. It's grass-fed, preservative-free, gluten-free, allergen-free, no added hormones and no antibiotics. So if you're going to eat meat, Cleavers apparently is the way to go. Okay, so he's asked me to get two sausages. This is kind of dripping of blood though. Oh. And they smell a bit funky. I know the smelling thing. And okay, this is not really the right outfit to be wearing, is it, when you're cooking, but never mind. All right, what do I do now? Let's just press play.
The flavour. I'll go into the pan with just a little bit of olive oil or sunflower oil or whatever you've got, and then I'll get the sausage, grasp it, and then squeeze the meat from inside out. So you're basically going to get these beautiful little mini sort of meatballs. So I'm just going to have a little hand wash with some of these sausages. Right, we can break one up so you get like almost little mincemeaty bits. I'm going to leave a couple sort of in nice big chunks. Roughen.
Did you hear him? It sounded like he said you need to wash your hands with the sausages. Okay, let me just do that part. Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't handle this smell. Okay, I've never done this to a sausage before. Oh, jeez, I hope this doesn't look too rude on camera. Oh my god, I just can't stand the smell of meat. All right, okay. All right, I know you meant to have it on the pan with olive oil, but I'll do that right now. And he said, wash your hands. Okay. Not with the sausages though. Also, I'm really sorry about the quality of sound on the last show. I'm hoping it doesn't happen for this show either. Because as I said, amateur show, sound quality, all that kind of stuff not great. So I'm actually going to do this part where he said put it on the pan now, and I'm going to get the olive oil that he said, and I'm going to whack this on. Okay, first part done. All right, what's next, Jamie?
And ready, we like that. You can see it kind of getting some colour on it. Now, at this point in the story, what I can do is add some store-covered herbs, you know, so like mixed herbs or some oregano, whatever you've got. Just put that in the fat, and it starts sizzling away. And next up, 2 onions. So just half and peel your onions. And finally, so in.
Okay, I hate cutting onions. I always cry, but you know what? Is that the right knife? I don't know what knife to use. What size knife does he have? I did read somewhere that if you put a piece of bread in your mouth when you're chopping an onion, that it stops your eyes watering because the gas from the onions gets kind of sucked up by the bread. Should I give it a whirl? Because I do have some bread here. Of course I do, something I prepared earlier. This might look a bit ridiculous on camera, but I will certainly see if it works. So I'm just going to get this sizzling, like he said. Okay. All right, I reckon this size knife. Ah, I'm gonna put it. Maybe I don't need such a big bit. Okay, let's see if it works. I think put with my mouth. Okay. Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna gag. Oh my God, I think it might actually work. 'Cause when I took it out, the gas has got to my eyes. Sorry. I think it might work. Because now I can feel the gases, but I can't just stand here the whole show because then I can't talk. And I don't even know if that's how you chop onions. I don't think it is. But when I took it out, the gases got to my eyes. But when it was in, my eyes were okay. So, wow, there's a tip, Bex. Tips, Bex crap cook tips. All right, this is a bit of a mess. I obviously need a lesson in chopping up onions. Did you see actually Jamie Oliver with Oprah the other day? They did a cooking show from her house. All right, let's just turn these over. And he said put some herbs in, didn't he? So I think I will use some rosemary. Yeah. And I can't find anything in here. All season, seasoning all purpose thing. Okay. All right. Then he said chop the onions, didn't he? Right, let's see what else.
Go with the onions, and they will start sucking up all that beautiful flavour already. Oh, it smells amazing already. Come on. When these onions start to soften, I want to add a little something else to it, and that is some jalapeno.
Okay, well, I'm going to add these in. We're going to stir them around. Until they soften. Now, I'm not going to add jalapenos because A, I realise I don't have them, and B, my kids don't like spicy stuff anyway. And I'll just chuck that in there. So I'm not going to put the jalapenos in, so we can just skip that bit. Okay. What's next,
so
Jamie?
I'll put it in the jar. And what I'm going to do is just pour some of that vinegar in to give it a nice little kind of sweet and sour vibe. And a little spice. So that's going to add to the flavour. And then we'll put jalapenos in there as well. So that's on a medium heat now. And as that continues to cook and get even better and better, let me show you how to make this beautiful pizza base. It is so simple. And this is big enough, another store-covered ingredient, self-raising flour. 500 grams, okay? So get yourself a bowl. If you've got a kilo bag, half of it, give or take. We're going to put in 250 millilitres.
Okay, so of course I'm trying to do everything as healthy as I can. I've got gluten-free self-raising flour here. So he asked for 500 grams. I have 500 grams. So it's perfect, and I put it in the bowl. Or at least I attempt to. Honestly, you couldn't make this up, right? Like, oh my gosh. Just excuse me for a minute. Good job. I got this out the dry cleaning thing. I can't believe that just happened. Okay, compose myself. All right, what's next? He said water, 250 mils of water. Okay, I can probably do that bit without getting it everywhere. Oh gosh. All right, what's next?
Liters of water, or basically enough water until it comes together as a dough.
Oh god.
Very simple, and a good pinch of salt.
How do
3 ingredients. Just bring together that dough, and you want to create a nice, elastic dough. That looks pretty good. A little bit more.
So you weren't meant to put your hands in it yet. What did he use? Oh god, I've never made dough in my life. Okay. I just can't believe I just did that. Sorry, it's kind of distracted me a little bit. Anyway, while I'm doing this, should I talk about positive news stories? I have a couple, if I can remember them. So I was reading about this beautiful old man, I think he was in his 90s in England, and he took his Zimmer frame around... Zimmer frame around his garden was trying to raise £1,000, but he actually raised 18 million. Can you believe that? Amazing. Oh, what an amazing guy. Like, honestly, imagine just how amazing that is. Hang on, this is not looking... I just need to find out what it's meant to look like, sorry.
So can you see how, look at that. In literally 1 minute, we've created quite a moist, sort of elastic dough, outrageously quick.
Oh,
so there you go, that is your dough. And then here is your...
Outrageously quick? What? It's just dough. What? what I'm doing wrong. This is not, he said 500 grams. This is 500 grams. That's the water. It's just unbelievable. I'm just going to keep going with the positive news stories. Just excuse me. And I was reading about the doctors that put on their, like, on their uniforms. What do you call them? A picture of themselves smiling with their name, because obviously they're covered in masks and everything. And I just thought that was a beautiful story to bring in, like, I guess, some comfort to the patients. That's a really beautiful story. Maybe I need some more water. What do you think? Yeah, maybe more water. Maybe it's the type of flour I'm using. I have no idea. Oh, and now I've just got this huge thing going on, and now it's getting stuck to Oh, you gotta be kidding me. How he makes it look so easy. Okay. Well, I think it's definitely I'm just where is my board? Oh my gosh. Oh my God. You know what? Before I started filming this show, I never actually realised how bad I was. When you stick to what you know, you actually think, oh, I'm not bad at spaghetti bolognese or things on toast or those kind of things. But when I watch the show back, I cringe at how bad I actually am, and I think I'm bound to get better. I was like, I'm bound to get better. And I thought, Jamie Oliver might be able to help me, but if I'm this bad at just making dough, there really is no hope for me, is there? Let's just do what he's got. He's got some flour. Like that. Maybe. Jamie, if you watch this show at any point, I'm so sorry. Maybe I meant to put some flour. Okay. Maybe we're actually doing it. Woo! Turned out too bad. What do you think? Even though it's still sticking to my hands, I think we'll give it a whirl, right? Okay. All right, maybe I've saved it. Let's just stick these away. I'm so sorry about how I look. I really am. Okay. All right, Jamie, let's work some more magic.
Okay, that goes on my board because I only want to wash one thing up. Yes, it's not just convenience and deliciousness. Also, I don't want to wash up much. So I'm going to take this dough carefully, without touching the pot pan, of course, push this pizza in the pan out. Just like that. So you can see how free this dough is. And actually, the heat is still on a medium heat, right? I'm cooking this dough now, okay? So this is part of the cheat.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come along and I'm going to put the topping back on top and push the topping all over the place, right to the edges. Now, normally there'd be like mozzarella over the top. Well, if you haven't got that, what have we got? We've got cheddar. So we'll have cheddar, we'll take that. We want to be flexible now, right? So whatever you've got, you can get it in there. And I quite like kind of getting little bombs of it, small bits, chunks of it. You can get a grater if you want and put a little dusting over the top. It doesn't matter. This will be a beautiful thing. A few more bits of jalapeno just to kind of, you know, make a point. So I want to turn the heat up to about medium hot now, and then I'll cook it for about 3 to 5 minutes until there's a little crust starting to form, which is about now. Let's put that in the oven at full whack for about 10 to 30 minutes until it's crisp, golden, and sizzling. So this has about 10 minutes. Oh, come on. Look at that. Sizzling away. Such a...
I can't get it flat because it keeps sticking to my fingers. So I just, I'm so sorry. So I'm just going to work with what I've got, right? I just have to copy him because I don't know what I've done wrong, but he says put it all in, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I've got itchy nose. So he said put it all on the top, didn't he? And then I've done that until it's all sizzling. This isn't a washing hands show. Even though it's great practice for the coronavirus, I thought about trying to come up with a little tune for the kids, but I haven't done it yet. I actually called the coronavirus the Coronasaurus to make it seem a bit more friendly for the children. Okay, so he said leave that for a second, didn't he? And then I'm going to turn the oven on because he wants me to stick it in the oven, I believe. And then you know what? When it's in the oven, woo! Dance time! I think I should... Do you know, this is quite funny. When I got married, the day of my wedding, my husband at the time did his speech and he said a joke. And the joke was, and I've got to remember it. I asked my fiance, I think me, where she would like to go for a honeymoon. And Beck said somewhere hot and that I've never been before. And then he said, the kitchen. And everybody clapped. And there you go, just goes to show that I've been a bad cook ever since he knew me too. Good job I can make up for it in other areas. Not housework though. All right, so let's put Jamie back on. Isn't Jamie's voice really soothing? I find it soothing.
It's a great little cheat. Get the spatula in there, take it off. Look at that.
Well, I obviously was so distracted by the laughing. He's already done all that bit. So let's stick the pan in the oven that's I've just stuck on. I was thinking we might have an issue because the pan wasn't going to fit, but it's okay. Better turn this off before I forget. And we'll come back to Jamie, the wonderful Jamie, in a minute after the dancing. Okay, so I'm just going to put that there, okay? And I can't dance with this mess. So I'm afraid you're going to have to watch me clean up again, which I know makes boring TV, but I reckon I can put this into my hand and on the floor. Okay. Now, with the dancing, you know how I talk about not having had permission to use it? I'm gonna chance my luck. Is that right? Chance my luck. I'm gonna try something because Vimeo, where I'm hosting my videos, they're a bit more lax than YouTube. And I reckon if I put the song on and then just put the name of who it is all over it, I'm hoping that will be okay. Because I'm kind of sick of looking for songs that don't make me go, wah! And I'm not going to talk through this song this time because I just want to dance. You've already heard all the benefits. There's no point me going on and on about how great dancing is for you during this time. And I have my disco lights. So I am going to put the disco lights on, have a great dance, and remember, if you want to dance and you record yourself, you can hashtag I love the crap cook and show me your dance moves. All right, so I'm just going to check on the time. I might actually go to a break so that I don't cut off in the half an hour. I'll set it all up with the lights and we're going to have an amazing dance. Chat to you very soon. Bye. Frog in my throat. I forgot the cheese, didn't I? I just realised, so I'm back again because I've got to put the cheese on. You can't really have a pizza without cheese. So, here we go. I really want to try, well, I have tried. I really want to find cheese that's good for you, like non-dairy, like the vegan stuff or whatever it is. But I can't find anything that tastes any good. So I think he said put in blocks. So we'll do that. And then he said grate some, didn't he? I don't think Jamie would have me in his kitchen anytime soon. At least I can grate. Okay, that should be enough. All right, you can go back in. And now I will get ready for the disco. See you in a minute. Hi, welcome to Beck's Disco. Just goes to show you can turn any room in your house into a disco. When you have one of these bad boys, it's like a eye cube thingy-majig. I'll show you afterwards. And I love getting this out. And you can turn any room into a disco. Amazing. Okay, so the song I'm going to choose, fingers crossed, is Stand Up featuring Ramona Renea by David Penn and Ramona Renea. I will stick it all over the video when I do the editing, the fabulous editing that you see. And I think that this song, everybody should now stand up and dance. It's just cut off.
If you believe in the fire that's in your soul, come
Woo!
you gotta believe in the fire that's in your soul. So come on and stand up. Stand up. I'm a believer. I believe that I can stand up. That I can live freely. So I gotta take a stand. Stand up. If you're a believer and believe that you can stand up, that you can live freely. Everybody, let's stand. Everybody, let's dance. Yeah. I believe Everybody, let's dance.
Ah. Ah. So, just to repeat who that was, so that it gives me a chance not to get into trouble. Stand Up by David Penn and Ramona Rania. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Whoa! I just love dancing, as you know. Woo! I should do that at the beginning of the show, shouldn't I, hey? Imagine how much energy I'm going to have then. Anyway, how good is that song? I love these songs so much. They just lift you up, right? Okay, so I will put all the lighting back on, probably a good start, and let's see if Jamie Oliver's deep pan pizza, Beck's version, looks anything like the picture. I will be back in a minute. Hi, welcome back. Do you like my flower highlighter? When you get desperate for makeup. I figured that when I walked back to the camera and there was flour everywhere all over the floor, if you can see it, it's quite funny. I might as well use it as a prop. So, I think we're about to get out this pizza, so we should be able to compare it to Jamie's. Let's just see what final things
So
you have
good.
to say.
Absolutely lovely. Ah, yes. Brilliant. Crispy base, fluffy inside. So good.
Crispy base, fluffy inside. Let's see, shall we? I guess I should put it on the board. Oh! 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 Don't stop! Sorry to do that to you, Jamie. I wanted to give you a formal goodbye, but I can't have any random video playing. Okay, I'll say a thank you properly. Let's just... All right, let's remember to put something around my hand. Oh, it's a bit heavy. Oh, actually, I'm not meant to put that on there, am I? Okay, so I have to slide this on. All right. Okay. It doesn't look exactly the same, but I should have seen in my other shows, some of the dishes come out resembling nothing like the what it's meant to. So I guess the question is, let's cut it up and let's see what it's like in the middle, because he did say, what, crispy on the outside. I think I need a fork. Crispy on the outside and fluffy in the middle. No, this is actually, quite actually not so good. I don't know if you can see that, but I will taste it. I'm just going to try and taste a bit with the onion and cheese on. We could just pretend it's an onion and cheese sandwich. Maybe some sausage. I think that I need proper lessons. So Jamie, how about I get my management to talk to your management and we can do a video together. How about that? The law of attraction at work. All right. Always blow your food, children, because you don't want to burn your mouth. Mm. It's actually not too bad. We have a small win. Jamie, you have worked your magic after all. It's actually, is it palatable? Palatable? Palatable. Palatable. It's not too bad. I mean, it looks a bit like a dog's breakfast, and I don't still think I would give it to my children. But you know, it's not too bad of an effort, really. So there you have it. Follow Jamie and his beautiful dishes that he created. Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? Okay, before we finish, as you know, I like to talk about the books on the show. And it's been held up by my toilet roll. Are they called holders? What are those brand things called? I'm not quite sure. So, the law of attraction. This is such a big topic for me, and I'm going to keep it brief. But ever since I left my husband, which was back in June last year, and was in a really bad way, for many different reasons, as you'll know from the website, Life School website. It is like that I've come into a different vortex. I think Abraham Hicks talks about different vortexes, and the more amazing positive energy that you can put out into the world, and whatever you want, it comes back to you. And I cannot tell you the number of synchronicity, universal stories, all of that serendipity stuff, coincidences, whatever you want to call it. It is actually the law of attraction and the energy you put up and the emotions. So because I've been going through a real, I guess, this personal journey in the last, 10 months, especially in the last couple of months, I've really upped the positivity and the joy. And even with the COVID thing happening, I'm in such a great space mentally, and it's pretty amazing because I am on my own and I'm very extroverted and I do need to have lots of people around me. So the fact that I'm feeling like this and I'm not relying on any man's attention or messages or anything like that, because I've had a couple of boyfriends since my husband, that's another whole story. I needed always something to kind of fill that void that I was enough, and so I always craved that attention of guys. Whereas now I'm like in a place where I feel like I don't need it. I don't want it at the moment. I'm happy on my own, and it's a really great, empowering place to be. And I think it started from The Secret. I know that even in the last 10 months, the whole thing's accelerated. But before that, my whole life was a bit like that. Whereas I remember when I wanted to get married and I wrote this whole list of people I wanted to look for in a guy, and I wrote what I wanted, stuck it in my bottom drawer. And then a few weeks later, I met my husband at the time, and he fitted all the criteria except one, which was I wanted someone who was the same age or a bit older, and he was actually 5 years younger, which is still a plus in my eyes. But it does work, but you have to really be in the right emotion and the right vibration and put it out there for it to come back to you. So that was a very long introduction to a book. But this is Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. It's a fantastic book, and again, it just talks about using 22 powerful processes that change the way you look at things, and as you do, so the things you look at will change. You will see a whole new world unfold right in front of your eyes. So with this whole coronavirus thing going on, and people have got more time at home, and I'm just making that assumption. You may not, you may be busier like I am. But if you don't, this is a great time for you to start channeling your energy into start reading these kind of books and actually putting out there the kind of life that you want to lead. I've come from a place where last year I was, as I said, mentioned in, I think it's the first show, well, I was having suicidal thoughts, and I was just wondering how I was going to survive in some days. And look at me now. I am a completely different version of myself, and it hasn't taken me that long to get here. And it's just making some great decisions and choices. And yes, it was a really hard decision to leave my husband and security and money and, at the age of 40, starting again really and being on benefits. But you have to do what's right in your heart. And since I've made that decision, it's just been onwards and upwards, probably more so since the start of the year, 2020. So a really great book to start your journey off into law of attraction. Vision boarding is great to do. I've got vision boards. I've got even a vision board video. And, start believing in it, because it does work. And I've got so many things that I will probably list them on the website, because it's just, there's too many for me to go through right now. But some are pretty amazing. And I have no doubt that it's only going to get better, and I can attract more into my life, more wonderful and magical things. So there is the show for today. I hope that it has, I guess it was quite funny, laughing at my expense, especially the flower incident. But thinking of you all, and I know it's really tough, but we can try and turn this all into a positive. My heart goes out to you all, and I look forward to bringing you the next show next week. And I am definitely going to try and bring Julie Randall on. I rang her today and said, look, let's try this and see if it works. So I'm going to bring you a healing story next time, and I look forward to bringing that to you. And I'll see you soon. Mwah.